Hi, I'm going to show you how to make vegetarian moussaka. Okay, so the basic ingredients vegetable wise are potatoes, courgette, onions, garlic, mushrooms and aubergine. But we've got a really wide variety of seasonings going into here. We've got parsley, oregano, thyme, ground cinnamon, pepper, salt and ground sumac. And those are what's going to give it its good flavour. Okay, so I've prepared a pan of boiling water for my potatoes. I am now going to just thinly slice them into strips and put them on to boil. So my potatoes are in now boiling. If you're using old potatoes as opposed to new potatoes, make sure you take the skin off because that's not very nice when it's in the moussaka. So next I'm preparing my aubergine. Cut it into about 3mm thick discs. Okay, so my discs of aubergine, I'm now going to put them into a colander and I am going to salt them well. So inside my colander I've got my aubergine and I'm giving it a lot of salt. Now this looks like over the top amount of salt, but that's fine because you're going to wash it off afterwards. This is to make the aubergine soften. I'm going to repeat the process of slicing up my courgette now, and my courgette is going to go into thin slices as well. Okay, so that's my courgettes cut up. Now I'm going to cut up my onions. I've got one red onion and half a white onion. I'm just going to cut those into half moons. Okay, next I've got 2 garlic cloves. I'm going to just press on them to help remove the skin. Peel that off. And then thinly slice your garlic and then chop it into small pieces. Okay. That's my garlic chopped, now ready for the mushrooms. Slice your mushrooms into thin slices as well. Okay, I boiled my potatoes for about 4 minutes and then I emptied the hot water and plunged them into cold water to stop them from cooking. My aubergines, I'm now going to rinse off all the salt. I'm going to add some green lentils, but ideally you're supposed to use red lentils. I'm going to just drain these over the sink. And there we have it, all my ingredients ready and prepared to go to the cooker. Okay, into your saucepan add a tablespoon of oil. So into your pan, when add your onion when your oil is hot, along with your garlic. Ideally, if you've got any fresh herbs like thyme, add that now, and a little cinnamon for flavour. Into a large frying pan, heat oil. When the oil is hot, add your aubergine. So when they are cooked, they've softened, take them out and put them onto a plate to drain with some paper towel on. Now my onions are translucent, so I'm now going to add my mushrooms and my courgettes and continue to stir and cook 5 minutes. So as you can see now, my vegetables have softened and I'm now going to add the rest of my sauce. So in goes tin of chopped tomatoes, a good squeeze of tomato puree, okay, a good sprinkling of oregano, ground sumac, parsley and salt and pepper, and stir it all in. Let the tomatoes come up to the boil and then simmer for another 5 minutes. You could just leave your vegetable moussaka sauce like this and not even bother with lentils if you don't want to, but if you want extra protein, add your lentils. And then you're going to create layers like it was a lasagna. So in with your mixture from the saucepan, and then a layer of aubergine and potato. So when you've got a layer of aubergine and potato over, put your next layer of sauce over. And this is our final layer before we add our sauce. Okay, for your cheese topping for your moussaka, you're going to need 400 millilitres of milk, 50 grams of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour, and I've got here some nutmeg, and salt and pepper and cheese. First of all, into the pan I've put my butter to melt. Into my melted butter I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of flour. And then, a little at a time, add your milk and stir. And keep adding your milk and stirring until all the milk is in the pan. And then stir and bring to the boil. And when your sauce has started to thicken, add your salt, pepper and your nutmeg. Once you've added the salt, pepper and nutmeg, stir in. When your sauce has thickened, turn off the heat, add your 25 grams of cheese. Now it should be Parmesan, but I don't have any of that. I've got strong cheddar. Okay, so your 25 grams in, stir that in, just using the heat of the sauce. And next, to help thicken the sauce, I have got 1 beaten egg. Now this goes into the sauce, stir that in well, and then you're going to top your moussaka. And then pour over your moussaka. And then just sprinkle with some more cheese and garnish with a sliced tomato. And then into the oven, gas mark 7, electric 100 at 2, sorry, I'll repeat that. 200 degrees electric, 7 gas for about half an hour.